Okay. Alright. But just for that, mate, because we kind of need that, and that's going to waste a lot of resources. So, I hope you live. Because, yeah, we're going to beat the shit out of you. Steals. Nice. Love how it, like, says these things. It's fantastic. And 10 advanced components. Nice. And apparently there's a gun down here, too. And a psychic suit. Holy crap. We got a clean, and we got healing and a psychic soothe. That's going to help. Tantrum. Let's have a look. Is he down? Cool. And somebody decided to pick him up. So basically because he destroyed something of like extreme value that's not very easy to rebuild at the moment. I don't know if that needs a fresh cannon. I don't have a clue. I've decided to take his medical privileges back because it's like the third time he's fucking tantrum and broke something. And yeah. Basically just got his ass handed to him. So ideally I'd like them not to seriously break everything. Because like if they break that and then like, you know, when we start the raids and stuff, that's the last thing I need them to do is to go and break something useful. You know? Because I won't have really... Apart from like forcing them to be in here, because there will be like, I could make the home area when we come down to like the final battles and stuff be just inside here. And then I could force everybody to only be inside those areas. And that way they kind of like stay somewhere within the walls and crap. I need you guys to try to go and tame the boom lopes and get rid of them. And let's keep moving these fucking things. I know that somebody's in a major break risk. And yeah, I need to make another one of these here. And I want this to auto reinstall itself. So I feel like these aren't going to be useful. I feel like I've spent like an epic amount of time on these. And I kind of feel like this whole thing may not necessarily help. I'd like to put up more turrets and shit, but I really don't think we have enough materials for it. I do want to get the rocket swarm thing, but I don't know if I can milk enough fucking boomerlopes in enough time. I'm really surprised that we're kind of out of chem fuel. Because, like, I know you guys spawned a heap of it too at one point. We had, like, heaps. Hypothermia. I'm going to just assume that that is Joe, who was having hypothermia, because we kind of just ripped his shirt off his body. And yeah, there was nothing nice about that situation. Let's move these two to there so I can move this one over. I forgot that I put a deep drill in here. I don't think I can move that over. Maybe I can. Well, I don't know if maybe what I should do. Oh, you know what I should do actually? And one of those like hold your finger up kind of actually. I should put a line of like a row of fucking marble in here so then they have to like double triple back. 6 lungs per colony. Nice. We need that. Hold on. And it's like actively being refrigerated. Let's go find some people that have incapacitated lungs. Eyes. I'm looking for some lungs, and we've got people that need lungs. Heart, nah. Lung, here we go. Right lung. Let's get a right lung installed in you. Wherever. Oh, it's not in the... Okay, we gotta wait a little bit for them to bring it in. Okay. We will do that in a hot minute after they do the thing. So I think I remembered how you guys actually do like corridors and shit, and what I should have done is not moved any of these fucking things over and just had like a thing in the middle here or whatever. But I could double thickness this from the inside, so it's not all bad. So what I'm thinking is, what I think people do is they do like this or something, and then they'll have like that, like just ignoring like don't let anybody build that yet. But I think what they do is they do like this, right? And then what I could do is I could have it that they have to walk in like one way. Like, let's just assume they come in from, like, say this top bit here, right? And they walk all the way through this, and then down through here, then down through here. And then like maybe up there as well, and then they double back and they'll come back through here, and then they'll come up through here and then in, or something like that. Like I'll have to figure out one of those like simple puzzle maze things that make it that they have to go through twice as much as this before they even get to me. I think that's how people do these. Either way, I'm gonna move everything over. Starvation, yeah, the caravan's still starving. It's okay, they're nearly there. I might be able to reach them first, but I want to get to them because even if I can trade with them, they might like us as an ally, which I don't know if I still have to go and do peace talks, but it would be super great to have them on my side. I also might have to enclose that special spot back down there, and this ain't gonna quite work on this corner, but if I actually do get rid of you and I move this down to here, fuck knows how this corner is gonna work, but we'll find out. We will find out. And I don't think the tunnels are gonna have lights, so yeah, when they displace those, I guess we'll get rid of them too. I would have loved to have made these out of any other material. And there's a fire starting spree. Yeah, be right, Chaz. I know his name's not Chaz, but he's very clearly a Chaz. So, you know. Obviously. And Lenza is right here. Mate, give me a second to, like, get ahead of you, at least. I hate being, like, just... Oh, good. He's fucked off. I hate being, like, just barely ahead of the colonists doing that. It's, like, the worst. Plus, I've already got this closed in. Obviously, I'm... Hold on. What was that? Okay, that's fine. I saw the screen shake and I'm like, what just went wrong? I also see them leading an animal in, so I'm guessing we tamed a boomalope, and I have not said to them yet that they could put the boomalopes anywhere specific, but I will also have to... I probably won't make the animals patrol the corridor, because I think what will end up happening is they will get stuck in the traps, I think. I'll delete that one. I think they might trigger the traps on their own. Kilon hit a fucking trap. Mate. Which Kilon? Oh, that Kilon. Mate, stay out of the traps. My god, something is fucking going off again. 13 hours, you'd be right, mate. Oh yeah, the lungs. Hang on. Everybody's getting some frostbite and or hypothermia because I don't have warm shit in this colony, but that's okay. There's a lung. I need a right lung and you. Have we brought them in yet? Yes. Okay. So we have brought the lungs in. They weren't too far apart, the people that needed lungs. Like you have shredded left lung. I like that it only shows you which lung you're supposed to be replacing, you know, when they need something. Like, obviously, if you want to give them extra enhancements or whatever, I thought they might be enemies right then. Then, yeah, you can, but also, I guess, like, you could do it for leg. Do I have spare legs? I have spare arms. That's okay. We don't need that. Sad Wanderer, Insulting Spree. Radio. I can't believe they set that specifically on fire. You know when they like set the fire foam poppers on fire? And it's like, you could have set anything in the colony on fire, but you set the one and only thing that's going to, like, immediately diffuse it. Let's get a arm on you. We've got some burns and stuff. What do I do with this? Lump of cancerous tissue. That treatment, carcinoma will grow over time, causing worsening symptoms, eventually killing the patient. Skilled doctor can exercise the carcinoma. A skilled doctor may be able to simply amputate the body part which contains the carcinoma. Can I remove it? Give that a try. Let's see if Keelan survives getting a carcinoma removed. Alzheimer's. I'd love to see what, like, you can do to, like, Alzheimer's and stuff in the colony. I don't know how many lungs I've allocated. Let's see. I got a lot of torsos. Still got some people with some addictions. Gunshot, old gunshot. I don't think we've got spare legs. Everybody's got like eyes and shit. And I'll know when I've gone back around to the front because the person with the lung should have like an operation pending. There we go. Okay. So gone full circle. Everybody's got organs and or whatever, I believe. So we should be okay for that. Now, I'm going to keep moving these things. I kind of look like I've almost matched up to where we were at. I think I've still got just the one more side to go. And I don't know if I can fit this. No, I can't fit that there. I can fit a turret there though. Like, it would be a bad spot to put it in, but I'm just saying, like, I can fit a turret in that tunnel. I think the idea with that is you can't fit the, what do you call it? You kind of can't fit, like, anything that's actually going to explode multiple walls in, like, a narrow corridor. Because I was going to potentially put, like, all sorts of shit in here, but I know that if, like, I blow it out of the water, I'm literally just going to, like, result in popping open, like, the wall. That ain't what I want. And we got a manhunter pack. So I guess we're really close to finishing moving all the tunnels. Then I've got to kind of divide it. What did we get? Rhinoceros fucking again. Okay. But these ones got Scalaria, so there's 11 of them. Alright. So I guess first things first, I want everybody to go into the colony, preferably. Anybody that's outside, go into the colony. Just into like the big area of the colony. You guys maybe just... Are you in a tantrum where you're following people? Yes. Okay, you're going to follow people. That's fine. I was going to potentially like knock out anybody that was still outside that was in a tantrum. Okay, we should be fine. Everybody should be able to more or less get inside. I'll keep an eye on you because I've still got 2 more coming behind you. You should want to follow whoever you are insulting. And the turret should be more than capable of doing what we need for this. Although the autocannon is very interesting. Now, the funny thing about this week is it will probably greatly impact like how I play RimWorld with my Osora colony. Now that I have like a small amount of experience with some of the shit that they're never allowed to have. Don't do it, cat. I hope that the cats and stuff don't want to eat them. But this is just a simple manhunter pack, right? So they should have to find their way in. And they do seem to want to follow my people in, so this is kind of good. Lenzer is going inside. They're not trying to break the wall. That's all super good. And I guess while we're waiting, because I think we're good for that, how about you guys make the extra thickness wall? Somebody's having an insulting spree. That's fine. I'm going to need to leave an extra gap there because of that. Okay, threat has been dealt with. Cool. So, all of you guys, this is the whole point of, like, letting them hide inside. Is if I don't have to fight, they don't take damage, therefore they don't need medical, and, like, none of this is really an issue. If any of these get up, because they're only just downed, they should result in the turrets going off again, hopefully. Medical emergency. Yeah, I'm betting that they probably do need some stuff by now. Malnutrition extreme. Okay. We are almost there. If we can get to it before nightfall, I don't know quite where the sun is. It's the middle of the fucking night, but the caravan's still moving. So if they could just barely get to that, they can do the trade first. They can get food by priority. I was going to gift a lot of things, but we have plenty of stuff we could trade. So as soon as they're able to trade, we will be trading. They're almost there. There we go. Okay, first things first, food. I don't super want to buy lavish meals because that's a lot of money for not a lot of food. Meat's not going to feed them. There is chem fuel. Chocolate's not very nutritional, but it would feed them. They're not going to love raw meat or unfertile eggs and stuff, but that's, again, food. Components, chem fuel, I want both of those. We need them. I could really super do with medicine. I don't know if we've got this kind of money yet, but let's go see if they're interested in... We brought a lot of leathers, I'm pretty sure. Not that, I want that. Almost. I can't afford all this, so I probably can't afford the chem fuel, but I don't think it was a lot. Let's see if I can afford like 100 of this. Because if I could afford like a little bit, that'd be great. Components are critical. Medicine is super critical, but Glitter World is expensive. Very expensive. And I did bring additional animals, which are no longer overloaded, which I can sell to compensate for what little food and stuff. Chocolate's not going to give them that much nutritional, but it does cost a lot. And is there anything else? Oh, I brought Jade. Fuck, of course I brought Jade. Okay, fuck it. They get the chocolate. I am still trading the mufflos. I want that fucking chem fuel, the medicine. All of the medicine. Penoxycyllin would be good for like when they're sick. I could technically get them drugs. Like, I don't usually trade in it for my usual colony, but this ain't my usual colony. The psychic soothe pulses, this shit's keeping them alive. Which I will buy as a priority over steel, because steel is still extremely necessary, but not right now. Armor. Fucking shirt armor to prevent getting shot in the chest or in the head. Head armor would be great too, but I can't afford that. And they have nice charge rifles and crap, but I can't afford that. This will give them like a couple of days worth of food. They are basically like loaded up with some sweet stuff. I can't get plasteel as well as I can get steel. So I don't want that much. I just want to see if I can make even-ish that... I want to see if we can take this up to about equal value to what money we've got in the caravan, because I need it for building some things. Okay, that's about as good as we can get. So we're going to get some plasteel, psychic soothe pulsar, some medicine. We're going to get some components, and we're going to get some food and some chem fuel and some stuff to make medicine. Although I do have to get like fucking... I really got to plant some of the, what do you call it? The heal root stuff. Okay, now that you guys have got food, get your asses down to attack that. And their allies. Cool. So, where the fuck is it? Now we've got 3 allies. I can only call them once because I think it takes me like 14 or something to... I think it uses up like 14, or I think it goes down to like 0 and then it becomes neutral. I don't know. Let me see if I can like stretch my neck. There we go. Okay, dokie. So they should be all hunky-dory with that. And our wildlife situation, we're going to get more of these boom lopes. Because I don't need to keep them for long, but I do need to keep some. But speaking of the animals... I don't have any raw food either, which means that these are basically the only thing that's giving us food, and I need one of them to be heal root at least, so that we have stuff all year round. I can't really put any more of that anywhere else. Let's see, we've got... Our hospital's finally cleared out enough. Not a big hospital, but it is, like, it will do kind of thing. I need that to go so I can fit another bed in here. What is this? Limestone. I don't have spare limestone to make spare beds, but that's okay. I don't need limestone. I just need to be able to put... I don't want to waste steel. Speaking of... Oh, I guess they are technically steel beds, aren't they? Oh, those are wooden beds. Okay, so I'm using like regular beds instead of hospital beds. This is fine. This room is basically packed. Somebody dropped their fucking legendary gun in here, but that's okay. I think our research is done, which means I can get rid of all the research benches. Yeah, it is. Okay, cool. Let's get this shit out of here. Not the cat. I want to get rid of the multi-analyzer. That can go. The coolers can probably stay. I probably got to put a fresh one of those in here, at least, so that they stay cool. And then... research bench wise, that's a fabrication bench. I do need that. Where are my researchy benches? We cleared out that, so I'm amazed that nobody got stuck in here, but okay. Let's put another door on that, and I need not a silver bed or a marble bed. I just need a basic wooden bed replica. There we go. Okie dokie. That's not quite where I'm putting it. I'm putting it here, with the view that we can get at least a few more people. Let's get rid of that. And I need a gold nub in the center to make them happy. That will give us a bunch of those. I don't have coolers in every fucking room, and this is winter, so ideally I don't have to make those super fast, even though they want to make them. That will get us a bunch of rooms there, and that will free up, what, 4 people into 4. You guys can, once they're made, oh no, wait, it's 8 rooms. Okay, so another 4. When you guys are ready to go, actually, I'll have to grab these. Back and forth we fucking go. I'll have to grab the extra beds here and set their medical beds too, so that people don't end up jumping into them. And once they've finished this, we also have that much wood too, so it's not like it's any issue. We don't have a lot of gold, but I don't know if we still have, well, I still have a gold bed technically, so I guess I could get rid of that. Once they're done with these beds, I'll set the other ones to being medical or prisoner or whatever, and that will shock people out of those rooms, and then I only really need to allocate like 1 more bed by the look of it. So once you finish making that, Kilon, there we go. Those are technically medical beds, which honestly, I don't mind if those are medical beds at the moment, not exactly where I want people to go. But I only have 1 additional colonist that doesn't have a bed, which means if somebody were to die, they would get a bed. And or we might need them for when these colonists come back if they have unallocated a bed. Because sometimes that will happen. Although mine still says it's mine, so yeah. That's actually been the most useful thing, is allocating 1 really specific and very obvious bed as what it is. Has made it like super clear if stuff's doing stuff. Medical operation, what was your operation? Lung. Did we run out of lungs or did somebody break them? That looks like an organ. No, we got a lung. We have a spare lung, so that's really just more of a case of nobody's going and getting it, which at some point I will have to make a pile. I thought about making a pile in here for like weapons, honestly, because I'm not taking prisoners at this point in the game at all. I don't want to take prisoners. Like, I'll take people that like you guys spawn in, obviously, but I'm not taking prisoners. I want weapons in these particular piles because they're going to be the most obvious spot for me to find the weapons and stuff. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to say all of the other benches, all of these, you guys can select all linked and unlink and then link them together. And I want you guys to say no weapons on these benches. And in here, I want there to be no weapons. None of this sneaky shit in the center area. I almost got rid of this zone at one point, honestly. And I want no weapons on this either. I also want there to be no... I don't want there to be like organs and stuff in here either, realistically. I also would like to be able to see armor. Apparel. I think it would be apparel. I want to see armor. So no armor in here either. I want them to move that, and realistically like utility stuff too, I guess. What's Mystic? Mystic is just clothing. That's fine. Headgear. Headgear is just soft stuff. That's fine. Okay, so I don't want none of that in here. I want this to basically go no utility, no armor, no headgear, none of that stuff. I want this to copy and that to be the same, and then this to go I know, I want that to reopen again. Hold on. Close the food. Even though this is like primary food storage area, I want to see apparel and armor utility to go out of here. The reason why is I want to be able to find the shit in here, which we're going to extend these a little bit. And these are hospital beds as well. Let's make sure nobody actually ends up trying to sleep in that. So let's make armor and utility, and we'll copy that shit. Hopefully this has got the same same medical allocation. Now that I think about it, I'm kind of like going to choke up this area with a lot of supplies so that I can find shit, and I don't want it to accidentally like make it that I can't access some stuff, you know? Okay, so that should be a big enough area of stuff that they bring down the weapons, I can find it. So then I can allocate it a bit easier. Lenza and Keelon are together, so we got another Lenza and Keelon together, that's fine. I'm not putting out any of the double beds at this point, and yeah. All of these are basically medical beds except for one Keelon bed, which I do not have additional space for, and I was thinking that maybe my room, as much as it's cramped, is pretty rich and it's pretty and stuff, so we might be able to fit one more bed in there without them having an issue with it. I can't test anybody at the moment because I don't have anybody actively like using that room for sleep, but it does look like it's possibly the best room in the colony, so I might scooch that extra bed. I might just make a fresh extra bed and plop that there, and then I'll kick the other Keelon out of that other bed, and they should be enough, I hope, to like make do. I'll put that here, and I think we weren't quite putting it on that direction. Deep drill resources is empty. Cool, we got all the jade out of that, so I'll allow that. Where else can I put this? I guess we can put this up here if we can get power to it. There. As long as I can move them around, there's more wildlife. It must be... It's almost the end of winter. There's a warg out and about too. Underground steel. Oh, nice. Right there. These don't have power. And we'll get this out here. Well, that actually isn't going to connect to it. That's fine. Let's get rid of that spot. I could actually just take it straight out. Hold on. Let me just take it out from there because that's going to use a lot less steel and it will still give it power, so that would be fine. I also still have this bit out here, but I'm not removing that. There's like next to no trees. Blight. Of course there's fucking blight on the heel route. And the warg is revenging. Next to the fucking warhead thing, which apparently we still have one of those. Okay, that's fine. So, what I want is I want this to be... Basically, I want this to be gone. So, usually one of the faster ways to do that is just ask them to replant it. But it can also be like a really quick way of like getting it infected. Let's hit that allow so, and let's see if that can resolve the issue of the blight momentarily. Like, because I should have enough people and I don't have anybody actively planting stuff. Here we go. There you go, immediately. So, although the blight is fucking spreading, I might just get Nuke to prioritize cutting all the spots that, well, she fucked off for a second. Get your ass back here. Alright. I'm hoping that if I can grab these couple of bits that are kind of sticking out, that have got it, we can remove it. Because I kind of figured, because it's the only spot that they can do sewing at the moment, it should be the only spot that could possibly have like everybody on it at a time. I need you back here for that little spot. Perfect. Okay, that was beautiful. I never have them be that fucking efficient because I usually have like all my grow areas on no matter what freaking game. So anyway, all the grow spaces are back on. I sort of super need food, but I need this to not be hay grass because I need this to be something actually usable. So even though they just started planting hay grass, they should immediately change it. Ugly environment, that's fine. Okay, so this was a bed. We should have made another bed by now, and we should have sufficient colonists for said beds. And I don't super want this to be... I super don't want this to be where like all the steel and shit goes. Reds in a daze, tattered apparel, waiting operation. Wondering why nobody's fucking working on you yet. I don't think I paused. What the hell? Caravans at bandit camp, that would be why. Okay, so I want to see who's our best doctor. You. Can you just go and can it install no medicine, restriction, herbal medicine, or worse? Okay, so you can't actually get new organs because you've tantrumed too many times and therefore you're basically revoking your life privileges to death list. Let's go have a look at this bandit camp. Where are we? Oh, this is an interesting one. They are like super enclosed, although I could get them from like the water's edge and then they'd only have like a small spot to get out. So I'm gonna send everyone this way, and then I want you up there, with the exception of like one person, I reckon. You. I want you to go and wait here. Just in